I got a question.
Before that question, because I've been trying to get back to you, Sweeney. I've been trying to get back to you. Now I gotta, Sweeney. Let me just ask you this: are you literally saying you hope women fuck over men because girls may have been played in high school? You want to see men in their 30s getting fucked over by women
I'm
because
saying, I think I was extremely clear. If we're gonna teach our young men that it's okay to fuck over women in their in their teens and their
See,
early 20s.
hold on. I think we
I'm
need a
about to,
false narrative. You saying I never said I never said let's teach them to fuck over women. I never said let's teach them to
I,
harm women. Y'all are creating a weird ass.
I will say, I will make the argument that if you're trying to teach your daughter to be Chad, but then you're at the same time you're teaching your son to bag as many women as you can, you're inherently fucking over those women. Because I'm gonna explain how. All women start as virgins, and this is why I was gonna pose my question to the ladies. How many of y'all lost your virginity, and it was just some, like it was just on some humbug, or did you when you lost your virginity? Didn't you hope something to come from that when you lost it? Were
I
y'all
did.
were y'all just
I
were
lost
y'all
my
just out there?
virginity too.
wait a minute, man.
Were y'all just out there just flying by the seat of y'all pants, or were y'all hoping for something in that situation?
Sweeney, don't do
Hold
that,
on,
bro.
Will. I'm asking the ladies the question.
I wanted a long-term life. Me and him had children. I got to know his family. I mean, not children, a child. But yes, definitely, 100%. Like, what?
So
Wait. So did y'all lose y'all virginity prior to marriage or in the covenant of a marriage?
So let me just explain this, right?
Wait a minute. Wait, can you answer that question first? Because Sweeney over here trying to make it seem like that dudes are out here hunting virgins. First of all,
dudes
I
are
don't
out here
even know.
hunting in general. It doesn't matter whether she's a virgin or not. I don't think it's fair to expect.
But Sweeney, wait, because to M. White's point, right, the other day, if these women are not virgins, first of all, I don't know if I've ever met a female virgin in my life. I can't confirm or deny that. How would I know who is a virgin and who is not a virgin? And I can't speak for all guys, but I just don't think that the average guy is out here seeking virgins. If he meets a virgin, cool, he met a virgin. And Sweeney, if the girls, the women, or whatever wanted this fairy tale life when they finally opened their legs, what's your compensation for the guys when they lost their virginity? Was they just cocky, confident, arrogant, dogmatic? Because most dudes, when they're losing their virginity, I'm pretty sure they're nervous, insecure, like a mother. And I beg to differ that the average guy losing his virginity is losing his virginity to a girl who's also a virgin. Stop
So
that, man.
so again, I think the point is that every woman starts as a virgin, and there was some guy that came in and cost her virginity. And when we say, "Oh, we're not telling them to go after virgins," keep it a beam. The information the advice we were given when we was talking on King Talk, we were talking to our 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old sons. And we were telling them, go out there and get it.
Did you do
A
that?
lot. Let me finish my thought. So in those particular situations, I will make the argument that they're not gonna care whether the girl is a virgin or not. They're gonna go after what they want, and whether she's a virgin or not. They're gonna say if she's the one that they want to deal with, they're gonna do whatever it takes to be able to bag there.
Cool, and that's fair. And I'll give you that. I'll just say for the sake of argument, let's just say that's true.
All right.
So
it's not true.
No, and White, let's just say it's true. Because I think the best way that you have a good argument is that you argue from that person's perspective, right? Because they shouldn't then change their perspective. So if that's the narrative you want to go with, let's argue from that narrative. How do you counter that, Sweeney? If all dudes are teaching their sons to be dogmatic, how do you counter that, Sweeney?
What do you mean?
It's a real easy counter. Girls, don't be having sex. Don't just be out here having. Okay, go ahead.
so we've covered this already. So basically, what we're saying is that the purity and the responsibility of the community and how they behave falls strictly on the women because men can't control themselves, right?
We shifted leadership from
We shifted the leadership to the women.
leader. So in order to protect ourselves,
we're not stripping leadership at all. We're telling people to be responsible for yourself. You have
we're
to be
telling women,
responsible for your outcome.
women that we can't be responsible for ourselves.
No,
So
You have to be.
can you please be responsible so that I don't end up with a child out of work?
Gentlemen, I have 4 daughters. Let me make this clear to y'all. I have 4 daughters. I have 0 sons. I am not going to teach my daughters that a guy is supposed to be the responsible person to make sure they don't get knocked up. That is their responsibility. Now, I'm not saying a guy's not culpable. A guy doesn't have a part to play in it. But if that's like that's like a person suckering you out your money.
So when we say, the thing is that we're not talking about what you said. I'm not talking about what you taught. We don't know what you said you would teach. This conversation ain't even based on something you said. Well, my whole point wasn't even based on something you said. My point was that we said that what we've discovered over the last couple of weeks is that the son should be taught to go out there and get it. And the daughters need to be taught to withhold. What that basically says is that, and me and Bruiser offered the solution that pretty much we know, no matter the scripture, no matter the data, no matter the statistics, that if a man practiced the same level of chastity, his results tend to be better if you're talking about building families and relationships. We know that without a shadow of a doubt, but I grant the argument that y'all said, no, these niggas gonna turn into
No, we don't know that.
We do know that. It's been backed by everything, and no matter the religion, they tell you
we did.
Right, hold on.
With that being said, let me. But with that being said, it was told.
Hold on, we're gonna finish up with Swinny, and then let's let the ladies get in there. Shane had her hand up and die as well. Let's see what Amira think about it. Go ahead, Swinny.
So with that being said, it was told that no, we got to teach our sons to do this, and then we're going to teach our daughters to try to be Chads. And what me and Darwin came up with was that. So basically, what you're saying is that you're dependent on the women to be Chads to keep the community to act right, because they said, well, if the women don't open up their legs, then the men don't have anything to fuck on.
All right, go ahead, Shane.
The way y'all reach, I'm gonna start calling your ass Stretch Armstrong, because that shit is like the reach is incredible.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I tackle this one, but then I wanted to go back to something that Will said. So with you, Sweeney, for the most part, and I'm pretty sure every woman on this panel can probably agree with me. If a woman, for the most part, is having intercourse with you, she likes you. She wants you. She wants you to change your mind about her. She feels like if she does this, this, and this, you are changing. Even if you say, okay, I don't want a relationship, she feels like doing everything you want. I mean, doing everything you want from her is going to make you change your mind. So that's first and foremost. I don't care what comes out of her mouth. If she's consistently being about you, and you'll know that she's answering your phone calls, she's doing things for you. People don't do those types of things for people they don't want to be with. Okay, it's look at the action, not necessarily the words. Okay, so that's first and foremost, and that's most women. There are only 2 other types of women, which I think will fall in Marcus's category. And Marcus, you can hold your head up because you know them women who you was dealing with wanted to be with you in some type of way. You was that dude. They like, okay, let me get in there. You know, maybe I can lay it on them and make them come back. That's just how women. That's just what women do. You know, unfortunately, it doesn't work in our favor. It doesn't work in their favor, right?
Shane.
Let me just say this. Right. Now, there are women that you're talking about. Maybe you're saying that your child should deal with, right? So what I've learned, because I work with high schoolers and kids, you know, younger adults. What I've noticed is there a trend of women who are insecure, who give themselves up because they can't get attention any other way. They just feel like, oh, this is how I'm going to get that attention from him. That's one. Or 2, they have been doing it. So usually they start as an insecure woman. They've done it so much that it's not even of value to them. It's no big deal. And it's like, oh, and that's what those are the ones who compete with me. And like, I can do it too. I ain't gonna have no feelings. Girl, if you don't have any feelings, that means you've done it too much with too many people. Because that's not even natural for a woman. Women are emotional creatures. We're loving, we're nurturing. Like Will said, we want to be of service to a man. That's just normal for us. That's natural. A man that we want to be with, we want to serve him. We want to do those things for him. And don't say you've never had that woman. Maybe it was a girlfriend. She just came over. She just wanted to do things for you. You know? So I think that to sit here, I think you guys are it's so many women. I think the internet screws everybody up. It just to step away from the internet and just step into real life, okay? The people that you deal with, if she is consistent, she answers that phone, she likes you, my brother. And when you leave her, you're gonna break her heart. I don't care how hard you're gonna break her heart. And that's just what it is. It's leaving damage. Like leaving a trail of damaged women. Now she's getting that wall up. And those women that y'all love to hate now, it's because of those things that took place in their younger years. It's women right now in relationships holding down a man and he gonna leave her. He don't even want to be with her. He playing the role because he just, she's doing it. Might as well.
Man, you just gonna beat this dead horse.
Will,
Shane, though,
because that may be your daughter someday.
Shane, as a woman, can you answer this quick for me?
It's the reality of the situation. You may not want to hear it, but I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, we want to hear it.
So
you made your point an hour ago.